Hello my dear student, very good morning. Welcome back to your P block element group 15th elements. In the session number 8, you have to study the compounds of nitrogen like ammonia and the nitric acid HNO3, how it is prepared in ammonia by Haber's process and how it is preparation of an HNO3 by Ostwald process. In the next concept, phosphorus is exists as a 3 allotropic form. You have to already what is mean by an allotrope. Okay, the first allotrope is a white phosphorus, and second allotropic form is a red phosphorus, and third allotropic form is a black phosphorus. These are the three important allotropic form of an phosphorus: white phosphorus, red phosphorus and black phosphorus. Okay. Suppose the phosphorus is exist as in a tetra atomic in nature P4 and the grade. Suppose nitrogen N2 is exist as a diatomic molecule, but phosphorus is exist as a tetra, means as a four atom of a phosphorus combine agutte, hence P4 is an tetra atomic in nature. Nitrogen is a diatomic in nature. Nitrogen cannot exhibit any allotropic forms. Suppose to study the phosphate rock anta kariತೀವಿ in the form of an calcium phosphate. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಕ್ ಕಲ್ಲು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ರಾಕ್ ನ ನೀವು is heated with a silicon dioxide SiO2 and coke, means as in carbon. Phosphorus rock na ನೀವು is heated with a silicon dioxide and coke, it gives as a white phosphorus. ಆ phosphorus rock na ನೀವು silicon dioxide and coke anta ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Means what is coke is contain the carbon. Okay, heated to give a white phosphorus. Okay na? White phosphorus is an soft like gulab jamun, soft and waxy solid. Tumba soft irutte. Okay na? Soft and waxy solid, and it is exist as a tetra atomic in nature. ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ. ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ P. The band angle is the 60 degree ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. Band angle is 60 degree. Suppose the another important point in white phosphorus is exist as a tetra atomic in nature. All white, red, black phosphorus is exist as a tetra atomic in nature, but white phosphorus is a monomeric in nature, means the single unit P4. But red phosphorus and black phosphorus are polymeric anta ಕರೀತೀವಿ, means the joining. Polymers ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, joining of a single unit, join ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು, polymeric in nature, but white phosphorus is a monomeric in nature. Next, another important point regarding your white phosphorus. White phosphorus is highly reactive in nature. What is the reason? Due to angular strain. Due to angular strain 60 degree. That is the reason for the white phosphorus is highly reactive due to angular strain 60 degree. Sir, why? What is means by an angular strain? Why it is highly reactive? Let us consider 3 or 4 situation. ಯಾವನು ಒಬ್ಬ X ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ Y ಅನ್ನೋರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು Z ಅನ್ನೋರು. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂಟಿ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂಟಿ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ವೈ ಅನ್ನೋನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಝೆಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋನು ಒಂದು ಮಂಚ ಹಾಕಿ ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಮಲಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀರ. 3 ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವನ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಕರೆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಓಡಿ ಯಾವನು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬಾರೋ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೋಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವನು ಒಂಟಿ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ಕರೆದೇ ಥರ ಓಡ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಚೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರೋನು ಕರೆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕಂತ ಎದ್ದು ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಹಾಸ್ಕಲ್ ಮಡಗಿರೋ ನೀವು ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿಸ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಎದ್ದೋಳೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್. ನಾನು ಒಂಟಿಗಳು ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನೋಡಿ ವೈಟ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಹೈಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ರೇಕೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನ್ ವೆರಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಆಂಗುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ತುಂಬ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ದ pressure, hence the white phosphorus is an highly reactive due to band angle or angular strain 60 degree. Clear? Next, white phosphorus is kept under water. Water ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. What is the reason? Because it's an highly reactive and that catches the fire very easily in exposure to an atmosphere. Hence the white phosphorus is kept under water due to it catches the fire very easily when exposed to an atmosphere. That is the first allotropic form of an phosphorus, white phosphorus. Phosphorus ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ನೋಡಿ. White phosphorus is heated about nearly 250 degrees Celsius ಅಲ್ಲಿ heat ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ to gives an a red phosphorus. If white phosphorus is heated about a 250 degrees Celsius to give an red phosphorus. The red phosphorus is an polymeric in nature. Red phosphorus is an polymeric in nature. What are polymers? It's a single connecting of an monomers units. ಒಂದು ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಟೆಟ್ರಾ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಎ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಾವು ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Red phosphorus is a polymeric in nature. Is a series of and connection of a monomer unit. ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Red phosphorus is a less reactive than white phosphorus because the white phosphorus is a monomeric in nature, but red phosphorus is an polymeric in nature. ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಾಂಡು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಈ ಬಾಂಡು ಹತ್ರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ವೈಟ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ವೈಟ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ heated under higher pressure, what you get? You get another allotropic form of an phosphorus, black phosphorus. What are the characteristics of an black phosphorus? Black phosphorus is an highly polymeric in nature. Highly polymeric in nature, but red phosphorus is an polymeric. Black phosphorus highly polymeric. Suppose ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 20 ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 40-50 ಚೈನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. highly polymeric in nature. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ the black phosphorus, it is a thermodynamically more stable allotrope. Black phosphorus is a thermodynamically more stable allotropic form of an phosphorus. And black phosphorus is an exists as an another form, allotropic form, alpha black phosphorus and beta black phosphorus. Black phosphorus is an exist as a two different form and another two different form, alpha black phosphorus and beta black phosphorus. These are the allotropic form of an phosphorus. The white phosphorus, red phosphorus and black phosphorus. Which one is a more stable form of an allotropic form of an phosphorus? Black. Which one is an highly reactive? White phosphorus. It's always kept under water. What is the reason? It's an easily catches the fire due to angular strength 60 degree. It's an highly reactive. Okay. Okay, next move on to the next compound of an phosphorus, PH3, phosphine anta kariತೀವಿ. Phosphine is an hydrates of the phosphorus. You have to NH3 ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, hydrates of nitrogen is called as an ammonia. ಅದೇ ತರ PH3 ಅಂತ ಕರೆದ್ರೆ hydrates of an phosphorus, phosphine. Clear? Phosphine, PH3. It can be prepared. How it is and the phosphine gas can be obtained in the laboratory method. The metal phosphide anta ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Metal in this case ಯಾವುದು calcium phosphide. Addition of water molecules is called an hydrolysis. The removal of an water molecule is called dehydration. Addition of water. The process is called what's an hydrolysis. Clear? When metal phosphides are hydrolysis with water or dilute acid like an HCl to use as an phosphine with the calcium hydroxide. These are the experiments or laboratory method for preparation of an phosphine. What are the behavior of an phosphine? Phosphine is a basic in nature. Phosphine is an highly poisonous gas. Correct? It undergoes an decomposition. Phosphine, it undergoes a decomposition in the presence of an sunlight. For example, PH3, it undergoes a decomposition. Sunlight is equal to H nu anta vartare, energy is equal to H nu. Okay? Sunlight with the liberation of a 6 hydrogen gas and the red phosphorus P4. That is the first properties. It undergoes a decomposition with the sunlight to give and the liberation of an hydrogen and the red phosphorus. Okay. And another important point, phosphine, it basic in nature. Basic in nature. You already studied ammonia and phosphine hydrates of an group 15th elements is a Lewis base. But compared to ammonia is a less Lewis basic character. Compared to ammonia, phosphine is a less Lewis base character. Hence, phosphine is a basic means it acts as a Lewis acid. It acts as a Lewis base. It's a basic in nature. Okay, na? Next, another important concepts, another properties, formation of metal phosphates. Let us consider these are the metal salts, metal, copper and mercury. Salts means either combination of cations and anions, this is copper sulfate and this is mercuric chloride. When pass the gas, phosphine gas to the metal salts, it can be precipitated as in the form of a metal phosphide. Formation of metal phosphide means what? When the phosphine gas is passed through your metal salt like an copper sulfate and mercuric chloride, this metal is precipitated in the form of what? Phosphide. Copper sulfate precipitate as a cupric phosphide You taken as a calcium sulfate, calcium phosphide. You taken as a mercuric chloride. This is a mercuric phosphide. This is the reactions of a phosphine gas with metal salt like an copper sulfate and mercuric chloride. These are the methods of an preparation and what are the properties of an phosphine. Okay. Next, we have to study the reaction of an phosphorus with the halides to give what? Phosphorus halides. Okay. Suppose phosphorus, what are the allotropic form? We have to study. Next, phosphine, clear, pH 3. What are the chemical reactions of an phosphine? Next, move on to phosphorus halides. Means halides, it's indicated as a X. X is equal to fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Phosphorus reaction with an halides to give what? Phosphorus halides. Phosphorus reacts with halides to give two types of halides. First one PX3 and PX5. PX3 means what? Trihalides. Illustrated. 5 pentahalides. Pentahalides. Phosphorus reacts with an halides to give two types of halides, phosphorus trihalides and phosphorus pentahalides. Suppose an X is equal to F takondre PF3, X is equal to Cl takondre PCl3. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ an X is equal to F PF5, X is equal to Cl PCl5, phosphorus trichloride and phosphorus pentachloride. Okay, let us consider first phosphorus trihalides. If X is equal to Cl to give an PCl3, phosphorus trichloride. What is the structure? Let us consider the hybridization of an phosphorus in phosphorus trihalides is an sp3 hybridization. Clear? It is an pyramidal shape. Okay, right? NH3 same is an pyramidal shape. The hybridization of an phosphorus in phosphorus trihalides is an sp3. It's an pyramidal shape. Okay. Next, what are the chemical reactions of a phosphorus trihalides, particularly phosphorus trichloride? Clear? Let us here to know that the functional group ROH alcohol and RC double bond OH carboxylic acids. This is an reacts with your phosphorus trichloride. The OH group is can be replaced with Cl. ROH irutte, the OH is replaced by Cl, RCl, and in carboxylic acid the OH group is replaced by your chloride. Suppose you have to study in your the detail what are the mechanism, what is the reason in your the chapter organic chemistry chapter, alkynes and alloharine. These are the general concepts, the reaction of an phosphorus trichloride with an organic compound containing the OH group. Let us consider the particular example one by one. Okay, let us consider the chemical reactions. Reactions of an PCl3 with an organic compound containing an OH group. Okay, CH3COOH is an acetic acid, reacts with a phosphorus trichloride. The OH group is replaced with an Cl. 3 moles of CH3COCl is called acetyl chloride. CH3COCl. What is called? Acetyl chloride. H3PO3. What is called? Phosphorus acid. Next, C2H5 ethyl. OH ಇದೆ group what is called? Alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Reaction with an phosphorus trichloride to give C2H5 ethyl. What is Cl? Ethyl chloride to give and phosphorus acid H3PO3. And next, C6H5SO3H. It is also written C6H5. It's called phenyl or benzene ring. SO3H. It is called benzene sulfonic acid. What do you call? Benzene sulfonic. Sulfonyl group. Benzene sulfonic acid. Reaction with your PCl3 to give what? Benzene sulfonyl chloride. Suppose you will ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Clear? It is also written as S double bond O double bond O OH benzene sulfonic acid reaction with an PCl3 to give the one of the OH group. ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH group ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, can be replaced with an Cl benzene sulfonyl chloride. It is also called Innsberg reagent. Innsberg reagent. Benzene sulfonyl chloride, or it's a particular, it's called Innsberg reagent. The scientist Innsberg, you have to study in your chapter organic chemistry amines. What is mean by an Innsberg reagent? Detail. These are the chemical reactions of an phosphorus trihalides, particularly phosphorus trichloride. Next, phosphorus trichloride, its addition of water is called hydrolysis. It undergoes an hydrolysis to give an phosphorus acid. Clear? Next, move on to the next phosphorus pentahalides. Okay? Consider phosphorus 5 the penta Cl phosphorus pentachloride. Let us consider the geometry of a phosphorus pentachloride. It is an trigonal. T indicates what? Trigonal bipyramidal. Short form is called TBP structure and the kriti. Clear? Trigonal bipyramidal. The hybridization of an phosphorus in PCl5 is called sp3d. You have to study in your first basic chemical bonding. What is mean by an hybridization? The s orbital 1, p orbital 3 and d orbital 1 is called sp3 hybridization phosphorus in phosphorus pentachloride. This Cl is called equatorial Cl position. This is called an axial. The bond length of PCl in equatorial is 202 picometer. The bond length of an P and Cl in axial is at 240 picometer. Suppose bond length ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ what? To minimize the repulsion. Hence the axial bond repulsion is maximum than in an equatorial bond length. Hence the bond length in an axial is higher than the bond length in equatorial. Okay? This is the structure of an PCl5. University, the concentrate, what is the hybridization of phosphorus in PCl5? What is the geometry? Why it is the bond angle is increases. Increases the bond length means what? Repulsion ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. To minimize the repulsion to go away from the. Okay, suppose best example ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಬಂಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ, ದೂರ ಓಟೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಂದ. That is the same reason to minimize the repulsion to move away from, it increases the bond length. Next, the chemical reaction of an PCl5 is the same as the PCl3. This is also the replacement of an OH group, acetic acid, to give an acetyl chloride plus POCl3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ SCl. ನೀವು PCl3ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಷ್ಟೂ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ C2H5OH PCl5 ಬರೀರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದೇ ಬರೀತೀರಾ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ POCl3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ SCl ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ the phosphorus halides like in phosphorus trihalides and phosphorus pentahalides. Okay, next consider the next concept, oxo acids of an phosphorus. Acids andre gottide, clear? Ella different concepts of an acid you have to study. Oxo means the acid containing an oxygen is called oxo acids. Phosphorus, to form a number of an oxo acids. These are the some of the examples. The technical term you have to study in a first PUC, ortho, para and meta. In your benzene ring, ortho, para and meta. But in inorganic chemistry, what is meant by ortho? What is meant by phosphoric? Why it is called phosphorus? Why it is called as an Ipo? Why it is called as a pyro? Let us consider first what is meant by ortho in orthophosphoric. Why it is called ortho? The ortho indicates the major or maximum number of an OH group present in a given acid. Indicates what? Ortho indicates what? The maximum number of a OH group present in your an acid. Next baritira meta anta baritira illen. Meta anta indicate the minimum number of an OH group in your the given compound. Next, Ipo indicates a lower oxidation state. Ipo indicates what? The lower oxidation state. Next baritira ನೀವು group 15th ಅಲ್ಲಿ group 17th ಅಲ್ಲಿ per ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಾ, per acids ಅಂತೇಳಿ PER. Per indicates the higher oxidation state. Perchloric acid anta batre SClO4 per indicates what? Higher oxidation state. And Ipo indicates what? The lower oxidation state. And pyro indicates in terms of a temperature. Pyro means the compound is formed heating after the losing a one molecule of an water. ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡು ಎರಡು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಒನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪೈರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ? ವೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಥೋ, ವೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಐಪೋ, ವೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪೈರೋ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ phosphorus forms a two series of an acids. Two series. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು phosphoric means the oxidation state of an phosphorus in phosphoric acid group is +5. Innondu phosphorus means the oxidation state of an phosphorus is +3. These are the examples of an oxo acids of an phosphorus. What are the general characteristics of an your oxo acids of an phosphorus? Let us consider all the structure. In all phosphorus acid or phosphoric acid group, ಒಂದು PO ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. P double bond O, P double bond O, P double bond O, P double bond O, P double bond. In all the series of an oxo acids of an phosphorus, at least one PO bond is present. ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲೂ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು POH ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ 4 ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು PO ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು POH ಬಾಂಡ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು POH ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, the hydrogen is bonded to an highly electronegative oxygen atom. It can be replaceable. But the hydrogen atom bonded to directly phosphorus, it cannot be replaceable. Clear? Next, acid anta ಕರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು basicity ಅಂತ ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. Solution chapter ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Basicity indicates what? Basicity of an acid, acidity of an base. Basicity of an acid indicates its an ability of an acid to neutralize the base. ಒಂದು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಬೇಸನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೇಸಿಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ an acid. In your exam, write the structure of an phosphoric acid and mention the its basicity. Structure ಬರೀತೀರ. Structure. Orthophosphoric acid, the oxidation state of an phosphorus is n +5. This is the structure. And basicity ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರ. Basicity means the ability of an acid to neutralize the base. ಒಂದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಸನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ದ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು an oxygen atom directly, it can be replaceable. It gives a 3H plus ion ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. It gives an 3H plus ion means it's an ability to neutralize the 3OH minus ion, correct? It can be ability to neutralize the 3OH minus ion. This 3OH minus ion is in base. One phosphoric acid molecule is an ability to neutralize how many base units? 3. It's called basicity of an orthophosphoric acid is 3, or it is also called tri basic in nature. Clear? Structure ಬರೀತೀರಾ 1 marks. Basicity tri basic in nature, or it is a 3. Okay na? Clear? Next, move on to phosphorus, the oxidation state +3. Structure, it is how many OH bond, OH group, ಒಂದು ಎರಡು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Hence it gives 2H plus. ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಿದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು PH ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಯೋನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಟು an oxygen atom, it can be easily replaceable. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು H3PO3, its ability to neutralize how many OH unit? 2. The basicity of an H3PO3 is equal to how much? 2. It's a di-basic acid. B indicates what? You have to understand basicity is 2, means they are di-basic. Okay, next move on to Ipo Phosphorous Acid. This is the structure. In this structure, how many OH group? Only one. It gives an only one H plus ion. It's an ability to neutralize only one base units. It's called a mono, means one mono basic acid. Next, move on to Pyrophosphoric Acid. ನೀವು ಎರಡು ಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಒನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್, ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪೈರೋಫಾಸ್ಫೋರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ H4P2O7. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ OH group? 1 2 3 4, means it gives an 4H plus ion and ability to neutralize 4OH minus ion per ಒಂದು molecule of an pyrophosphoric acid. Its ability to neutralize 4 base units, hence it's called tetra. 4 ಇದೆ, tetra basic in nature. These are the an oxo acids of an phosphorus. Clear? In your examination, in your board exam or even competitive exam, this is also very important. What is the basicity of an pyrophosphoric acid? Basicity is 4. Basicity is 1 is called monobasic acid. Basicity is 2 is called di-basic. Basicity is 3 is called tri-basic in nature. Okay? In this concept, you have to complete your group 15th elements. Group 15th and even the nitrogen family. It's also called nicogens. What are the chemical property and what are the physical property of an all group 15th elements, and what are the important compounds, how it is and prepared, how it is and reaction with an another compounds, all your the detailed study. Clear? Next, move on to the next group 16th elements. Okay?